Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Bulls out in Chicago. For Chicago, they're in fourth place in the East at the moment, and it should tell you a lot about this team and its expectations coming into the season that many people consider that a disappointment. Two great backcourts going head-to-head tonight. Kenny, your thoughts on how the guard position has evolved over time. And make it quick.
Yeah.
The evolution of the guard position in 12 seconds, please.
Well, you weren't quick, so why do I have to be so quick?
Well, just try.
8 seconds
I'm going to
left.
be as quick as I can.
Okay.
7,
But I'm going to be
6,
as
5,
vigilant as I can.
Okay.
4,
You know,
3,
they're more like combo guards
2,
now.
1. And with all the switching guards who can defend more position for the teams that rebound collectively, guards have to be involved on the boards.
Well, it's almost like you were reading that, Shaq.
We were going to give you 10 seconds, Shaq. You didn't have to rush.
I did rush.
You didn't have to. Because
Yeah,
anyway.
combo guards. Let's go courtside.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. The Bulls are enjoying this break from the road. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia, where they were able to handle the 76ers. They've handled this matchup nicely so far, up 2-0 in the season series.
Playing on the road, always a challenge, but it becomes a heck of a lot easier when you can shoot the three ball the way they did.
And, Greg, they were shooting that thing with confidence, boy. Every time they got a clean look from deep, the trigger was pulled. Ow!
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin, we know today's players can really elevate, but it's the landings that create tremendous strain on the body. In fact, at least one team bans its veteran players from dunking in practice. Kevin, that is not a problem for me.
David, you're right. It takes a toll. Thank you. As the season gets longer, so does the injury list. And, Clark, you've taken a look at how you stay healthy, what these athletes have got to do, changes from era to era, but what precautions do teams take right now to ensure their players are at their very healthiest?
Well, I think it's all about preventative maintenance and really good training and medical staffs, and most of those in the NBA are excellent. Do a good job of the preseason work, the conditioning work, the customizing of routines of weightlifting and recovery for each player. And then it's a matter of the player following the protocols and his particular program so that you fight off injury. And if you do get injured, it typically isn't, you're not out for extended periods of time. So, and then the emphasis on rest cannot be overstated. Teams are doing a much better job at managing the bodies of their players.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. Booker out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Jackson in at the 3 spot. Inside, the basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Outstanding concentration from Jackson there. So good at getting into the defense and knocking down these hard-to-make shots.
Now here's Murray. He had 10 points in the win against Brooklyn. Markkanen kicks to Carter. It's Durant on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. No good with the wing jumper. To the paint, a reverse. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And the Sixers' strength, Clark, on the offensive end is how many ways they can attack a team.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Deadly in transition because of Simmons' size, speed, and passing ability. And if they don't have something in the initial thrust, Embiid, always an option to go to in the low post. They shoot it well from multiple positions. They've got a lot to like offensively.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
Boy, you look at Josh Jackson. This guy is really skilled. I love his skill set. He's a lengthy forward who I think is only going to get better on both ends of the floor as time goes on.
He doesn't get the second one. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the New York Knicks. Count that bucket.
You know, if you're guarding LaVine, Kevin, you have to respect how quickly he can catch and elevate. I mean, this guy can bounce like he's on a trampoline.
Now here's Simmons. What a tremendous game he played against New York. Booker against LaVine. Free throw line jump shot off the left rim and out.
You just make the assumption that's going down. I mean, an uncontested mid-range jumper, I think he should have buried it, but you know what? He didn't. It happened.
Here is Carter. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Brooklyn.
Yeah, excellent work on the boards that night. Always in attack mode, and that allowed him to get plenty of rebounds.
Here's the teardrop. And Simmons with the nice bucket inside. Simmons got his first points of the night. Bulls have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Murray the pass to Markkanen. Now Carter, guarded by Simmons. Jackson against Durant. Over Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Some solid defense there from Jackson. To the middle. Here's Simmons. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
And I like watching Simmons go to work down low. I mean, with his length and strength, there aren't many guys that can keep up with him down there.
Murray kicks to Carter. Back to Murray. Lets it go from deep. The shot will not fall. The 76ers leading by 4 to the inside. And stolen by Murray. In the corner, it's LaVine. And again, no good by Chicago.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Embiid gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Embiid's got his second bucket of the game to go. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Chicago. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And, you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
Agreed. I mean, when the defense is right there, you got to move the ball, make the extra pass. That's a case of a poor shot selection.
And the explosiveness of Rose, quick on the drive, that's why you see him get it.
And a look at how the offensive approach
as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
And Rose drops them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the first time out, a game called for Chicago.
And not surprising, obviously, games have gone. He's averaging 11 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
Now here is Carter. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Poke loose, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Here's Durant, and he can't stop the run as he misses.
He's been terrible. Absolutely awful. I mean, can't get it going. His shot isn't there right now. You got to help him some other ways. And Jackson just goes upstairs and gets it. A big-time target for the alley-oop jam.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. Here is Durant. after Josh Jackson's bucket. Left side Durant. Just 5 on the clock. From 12 feet out. And that one hits back iron. The 76ers leading by 10. Ben Simmons, such a force when catching the ball, moving at the rim. But you know, Clark, he can get there on his own just as well.
Yeah, he's got a great knack for being able to get where he wants to with the ball. His size and strength and agility certainly help him. And he understands angle. This guy is just a jump shot away from being virtually unguardable, in my opinion.
He kicks to Rose. And Durant sends it back.
And Durant isn't just a powerhouse on offense. He also has a great sense of timing for when to block shots.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
And that one misses. You know, Clark, when you think about it, all fans really care about is winning, and that's hard to pull off when you're the only star on your team. And we see it all over the league.
You know, basketball is not tennis or golf. It's a team game, and one man can't win a championship by himself. I mean, when you look at all the championship teams, they were championship teams, not driven by just one star player. And it's a blessing when you can play with other good players, and that's what all good players desire to do at some point in their career.
Philadelphia leading by 9. And Simmons kicks to Covington. Pass to Embiid. And Durant sends it back. And that one's good by Favors.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now here's Markkanen. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
For 3, LaVine. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And I tell you what, LaVine has a nice stroke from distance. He's got excellent lift into his shot motion and got that nice high arcing, soft, kind of butterfly touch.
Now here's Booker. Another key contributor to that nice win against New York. He gets that one.
And jumping out like this, man, you automatically start thinking blowout.
Yeah, you know, it's early for sure, but still, they're flat out owning this team right now.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
Bulls making a switch here. Bazemore is checked in. Now here is Carter. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Shot's good by Durant.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high. Makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer.
Bazemore against Booker. To the paint. Releases. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist by Embiid. Simmons got his third basket of the night right there. Bulls trail by 10. LaVine passes to Markkanen. Lobs it up for LaVine. And the jam by LaVine.
Can you believe it? I mean, not many guards can sail that high above the rim. And LaVine makes it look easy.
Simmons dishes to Booker. Embiid against Carter. In the corner, Simmons with it. Here's Favors. That's tipped.
And that's evidence that Markkanen is working on his defense, and it's critical that he does so. And blocks like this show he's making good strides.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. The wide open look for Durant. The long distance 3 is buried. And now it's only a 5-point 76ers lead. Simmons on the wing. Guarded by Levine. And that one's good. Simmons got 8.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Levine kicks to Markkanen. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. Here's Bazemore. He's coming off a 16-point game against Brooklyn.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him. He was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line.
For Philadelphia, they have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Boy, the athleticism that Simmons has is downright scary. I mean, remarkable the talent this man has and the potential, I think, to be a multi-time All-Star.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Bazemore. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Markkanen, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Mark, you were in Indiana after being drafted by the Pacers for a few seasons. Who are some of the more talented guys you played with there?
Well, Herb Williams, a teammate of mine at Ohio State, really outstanding big guy, mobile, could shoot it, excellent defender, shot blocker, and a high-quality guy. Vern Fleming was a guard that had size, excellent defender, driver of the ball. Wayman Tisdale, man, he rest in peace. We lost Wayman a number of years ago to cancer. But really a gifted scorer. Steve Stepanovich, he and I both had to retire about the same time due to different knee trouble. And he was a rugged, mobile, good shooting big guy who I think would have continued to excel had he not had to retire.
Both good from the line that time.
Great touch from the line. Always important for bigger guys to be able to come through at the stripe.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Back to Simmons. No good there. And it's Chicago the other way. Now here's Durant. That's a bucket. His third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
The pass to Simmons. Down low. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Simmons. 6 points for Joel Embiid.
Boy, what's most impressive about Simmons is how he finds the open man so consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
Now here's Durant. 14 points from him the last game against Brooklyn.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And typically on the road, it's harder to get into a great rhythm offensively, but they did just that.
Yeah, and from the start, Greg, you could tell they were ready to go. Loved how fearless they were, confident, aggressive, attack mode. They don't care where the games are played. They're ready to get it done.
Now, here's Ulis. Passes it to Favors. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Well, I tell you what, they've got to be fuming. I mean, they were way too late in contesting that layup.
Bazemore finds Robinson, and Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. So it's Chicago now. They trail by 7. Guarded by Jackson. 5 on the clock.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
Covington against Bazemore. Dedmon passes to Ulis. For Murray. Ulis can't get it to go.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
To the inside. Bazemore gets the bucket. Bazemore's got his first basket of the night.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Now, here's Ulis. D right on him. Inside. Favors, dishes to Covington. Takes a three. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Bulls trail by 5. Puts up a three. Second shot opportunity. And Robinson with the layup.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And here's Jackson. A 17-point game for him in the win against New York. Now, here's Dedmon. Guarded by Robinson. Favors can't get it to go.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Bazemore on the wing. Defended by Covington. Kicks it to Robinson. And stolen by Dedmon. Now Ulis. His last outing, he had 8 points. Pass to Favors. Here's Covington. On the wing, Jackson. The 76ers with another miss. Bazemore with it. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. And we'll be right back after this.
Don't miss the action. Your favorite NBA superstars are here to compete in a showcase of the league's top talent. It's the NBA All-Star Game.
A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about making a quick transition to the United States.
Not knowing English, obviously at the beginning, it was a little bit hard to express myself. Obviously, I can speak English perfectly now, so that's a plus, and I'm just being myself.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Aggressive rebounding in that first quarter. That's what's given them the advantage.
Boy, the ferocity on the glass, really impressive, and they're not backing up at all, not giving an inch on the boards.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Favors. Ulis is out there with Robert Covington. And there's Jackson. And it's Dedmon in at the 5. Home in the paint. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Thursday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Atlanta Hawks.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is the chance to create some separation.
The free throw drops for Dedmon. Dribble drive has never gone out of style. Still a primary weapon when you think about some of the guys who are best at that. Who comes to mind, Clark?
Man, there are a lot of guys that convert off the bounce at a high level. LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, one of the very best. I don't know if anybody has a handle as sweet as his. Harden, Harden is terrific off the dribble with the drive or the pull-up jump shot. Dennis Schroeder, maybe not of the ilk of those guys, but certainly a handful when he's got the ball in his hands with a live dribble.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Hutchison. Dedmon defending. Lays it up off the glass.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. They get it again. Bulls trail by 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Robinson passes to Hutchison. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 17-foot shot on the way. Robinson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams over the last month have been best at scoring points off turnovers. The 76ers number 1.
Yeah, I mean, their defense has been really good, and it's led to a lot of easy opportunities on offense. Creating points off turnovers has been key.
And that one falls for Robinson. Robinson hits them both. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Ulis kicks to Dedmon. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Levine. Now running up the court. Robinson pushing it up. Here's Hutchison. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Hutchinson's got his first basket.
Resplendent release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
Here's Dedmon. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And a slam dunk by Favors.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Here's Tice. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Just 5 on the clock. A three-pointer off the mark. For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Up top, Covington. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. He feeds it to Dedmon. Now, here's Ulis. Defense is right there. Here's Favors. It's rebounded by Tice.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Levine kicks to Tice. Here's Hutchison, defended by Covington. In the corner, it's Levine. And shot on the way, and he hits the jumper for 2. Levine's got 9 points.
Nice little screen and roll action here. Levine surveys the defense and then makes the right read, which is so important.
Ulis with it, now defended by Levine. Now, here's Ulis. Defense is right there. Here's Covington. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, I tell you, it's great to see Covington get some speed and force and thrust behind his jams. I mean, he really rocks the rim when he's skying to the hoop like that.
Here's Hutchison. He averages about 5 points a game. Pass to Levine. There's the 3. The shot, no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Now, here's Ulis. No points in the game yet for him. Dedmon dishes to Favors. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Devin Booker comes in for Josh Jackson. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Ulis. Rose looking around. Here's Favors. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Trains the three-pointer.
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. Just got to marvel at his greatness.
Now, here's Covington. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. To the middle, and stolen by Murray. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
A nice shot by Booker.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
The pass to Levine. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
Okay, you got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
Yeah, recalibration time with the timeout call there.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Favors finds Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Looking at some numbers for Simmons. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. 6th in scoring, 7th in assists. And he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. And the first one at the line is good. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Chicago trailing here. Levine wide open. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Murray against Rose. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Up top, Simmons, defended by Durant. 11 feet away, and that one's good. Simmons got 12 points in the game.
That, to me, is good use of the mid-range J by Simmons, taking whatever the defense gives him out there.
Outside, Levine. Knocks it loose, and stolen by Simmons. Over Durant. And he overshot that one, missing. Bulls trail by 3. Defended by Covington. Now the dish to Durant. And stolen by Simmons. Rose kicks to Covington. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And here we go. Shoots it up. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
and good passing setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Now here's Rose. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New York. Durant against Simmons. Good. Durant's got the lead up to 1 now for Chicago.
Boy, he's dangerous right now. He feels like he's making every shot he puts up.
76ers have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Here's Simmons. And it's Durant with the rebound. Chicago has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Levine can't hit. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Booker against Levine. Favors passes to Booker. Now here's Rose. He's guarded by Markkanen. And the basket by Rose.
And Rose, so dangerous coming off the pick. All he needs is a half step, and he can do the rest.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
The Bulls making a switch here. Carter's checked in. Then for the 76ers, Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Favors. And it's Jackson in for Robert Covington. Now here's Murray. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Markkanen passes to Durant. That one goes. Count it. Durant's got 16 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And there's so much speculation early in Embiid's career if he would even pan out. It's become clear, Clark, that he was worth the wait.
Well, it was all injury related in terms of the questions because he sat out his first 2 years in the league with some type of injury. Those injury concerns, really the only reason that people question him, the talent, the size, and you love his personality as well. But this guy has tremendous skills, and he's going to be an all-star for years to come if he's healthy.
Left side Rose. Jackson in the corner. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Rose, no good.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Cloak loose. Markkanen kicks to Murray. Carter against Embiid. 5 to shoot. Murray surveying the D. And again, Chicago. No good.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
I think you're right. I mean, an up fake here or there, getting the ball inside, that's how you create high percentage offense.
And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. They'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Sacramento Kings. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs.
And looking at that Nets matchup, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
He hits both from the stripe. 1:37 left in the first half of the game. Durant, the pass to Markkanen. Passes it to Carter. Over Booker. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Carter.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Yeah, and it looks effortless, easy, silky smooth, textbook shooting form. Man, that's nice.
Now here's Jackson. 6 points for him. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Hey, if you want to get to the foul line, you want to go into contact. You have to be determined, and Josh Jackson not afraid of the physicality there.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That's good from Jackson. And so Jackson nails both of them. And it's the Bulls with the ball. 6-point game. They host the Kings after this game, and that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. Kicks to Markkanen. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game. Murray against Rose. Jackson in the corner. 4 on the clock. From beyond the arc. Rebound by Murray. Well, Chicago's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And Embiid with the block.
Yeah, good energy and awareness that time by Embiid to deny that shot.
Jackson with the bounce pass. Booker looking around. He dishes it to Rose. Over Murray. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Derek, you came out very strong. What was your approach during the first half?
Yeah, we just want to be aggressive, bring defense, bring energy, and then be a spark off the bench.
And you got that accomplished. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. 1 half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 12 points, 6 assists, and 7 rebounds. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
The differential is the free throw attempts. And that's one of the big stories in this game tonight. They were being so aggressive and so smart that all they could do on the defensive end was foul.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
Well, they could be ahead in this game if they were taking care of the boards. More possession means more scoring opportunities. Few rebounds either way could decide the outcome of the game. Ultimately, this game will come down to who wants it more.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Welcome back to the hustle and bustle of Chicago, a time-lapse view of all the traffic heading toward downtown. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, you know, good things happen when he cuts to the rim, Greg, and you cut into the heart of the defense like that, makes things easy.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Levine is out there with Murray. And it's Durant in at the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Here's Carter. He shoots again. The shot will not fall. Good D by Embiid.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Murray against Rose. For 3, Levine. And again, Chicago. No good.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Pass to Embiid. Rebound by the Bulls.
Like the shot selection. They couldn't cash in with no defense in the area, but still, they'll take that shot every day and for a month of Sunday.
Now here's Levine. Murray outside. Markkanen kicks to Carter. Shot from 12. And Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got rebound number 8 now on the night. And Simmons slams it in.
When he's sprinting down the court like that to the basket, Simmons is virtually impossible to stop.
Murray against Rose. Murray dishes to Durant. To the middle. Here's Markkanen. The shot that time not on target. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Down low, Simmons. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Here's Murray after Ben Simmons' bucket over Rose, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Philadelphia gets called for the foul. The Bulls have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
Free throw good, Murray. And so Murray nails both of them. And here are the 76ers now. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Simmons against Markkanen. And there's Booker on the assist by Simmons. Simmons got assist number 7 for him tonight.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
I think that's a critical timeout too, Kevin. I mean, they need to find a way to slow him down, shut him down, because he's tearing them apart right now.
Murray against Rose. Levine looking around. Here's Durant, and Jackson with the block.
You know, one of the things Jackson is well known for is his defense. I mean, he's athletic, he's got good timing, and he really relishes playing defense. And his length is actually very helpful as well.
And it's about the tempo, guys. It favors them, and just look at that score.
And, Greg, you know, they're really controlling the pace and game right now, rushing, pushing the break, and leaving the defense in its wake.
And it's Durant missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Here's Murray after Josh Jackson's bucket. And then Durant with the jam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Back to Murray. He kicks it to Carter. Outside, Levine. Just 5 on the clock. Misses the 3. The 76ers leading by 14. Simmons.
Talk about bringing it. And the amazing moves of Simmons. I mean, he's just so much fun to watch when he's got the ball in his hands.
It's Durant on the wing. And then Carter with the jam.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 18, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Sometimes you just have no way of stopping Simmons on the interior. I mean, he's a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Well, it definitely was a disappointing part of his game this year. Not the numbers he was hoping for from the stripe.
That's good from Simmons. Good on both. And here is Murray. He's got 5. Outside, Levine. Pass to Markkanen. That one goes in.
And Markkanen is low down inside, close to the bucket. When he's got nice positioning, he's really comfortable inside.
And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The 76ers 3rd.
They've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
Now here's Murray. Durant. Clock at 6. Over Jackson. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 20 points for Kevin Durant.
And Durant has just such a fluid release. Very efficient shooting the ball from that mid-range.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Derek Favors checked in for the 76ers. Robert Covington comes in for Jackson. And so here is Philadelphia. At one point, they led by 16. Booker finds Simmons. Looking for Favors. He gets it there. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Favors got 11.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, certainly a step up from the first half. They're more engaged, more focused here in this second half, and they're getting good results. I tell you, that is not what they want. A contested jump shot, defense right on it. You need to get a better shot than that.
Booker against Bazemore. Fires the 3. Devin Booker, and that's good. 15 points in the game.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
Yeah, you know, continue to pour it on them. That's what they want to do right now. Doing their best to put this game out of reach and in the win column.
Here's Hutchison. Outside Durant. Charity stripe shot. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
Durant kicks to Carter. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And Durant just great at picking apart the defense. When they leave one of his guys open, he is quick to get the ball to them.
Now here's Booker. 15 points in the game. Here's Embiid. Down low. Simmons passes to Favors. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
Here's Hutchison. Derek Favors making his last shot. Hutchison passes to Carter. Basket counts. Carter's got 9 points.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 20. The pass to Embiid. Carter against Simmons. Carter with the block. Now Bazemore. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Booker against Bazemore. Booker finds Simmons. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And that one misses. And so Levine will bring it up now for Chicago. They trail by 16. Durant deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Hutchison. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Here's Carter.
Now, the shooters get nervous when Embiid is nearby. Exceptional at contesting any shot within his reach, and even some that look like they're out of his reach.
And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. The feed now to Bazemore. Kick out to Levine. And the 3 ball is good. Levine's got 15 points.
Their 3-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Embiid. Jackson comes in for Devin Booker. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Ben Simmons. Now here's Covington. Kicks to Rose. Just 5 to shoot. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. He's got 6.
And great elevation on that shot from Rose. When his jumper is falling, he becomes a nightmare to defend.
Here's Murray. It's Chicago with another bucket. Rose with the ball. 6 points for him. Pass to Favors. Outside Jackson. He kicks to Rose. It's Covington on the wing. 5 to shoot. Shoots from the baseline. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Bulls trail by 13. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Wide open look here for Murray. Another one falls for Chicago. There's 1:38 left to play here in the third. Rose against Murray. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Tell you what, Kevin, they will take that look every time. Limited defense, great shot. Just came up empty. You live with those.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And some great passing here so far. Let's check out this chart that breaks down where the assists have been coming from for the 76ers.
And their big men have taken an active role here as far as distribution is concerned. When you can see over the defense, a lot of times you have an angle to create a pass that might not be there for a smaller man.
The first free throw is good. And so Murray nails both of them.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
And Rose must continue to focus on his facilitating. When he does that, this is a dangerous team.
Free throw drops for Dedmon. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. It's a 10-point game. Here's Hutchison. He's covered by Favors. And again, no good by Chicago.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Allen's position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Murray. Makes it off the glass. Murray's got 10 points here in the second half.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
And so it's Philadelphia holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too, Greg. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here is Rose on the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Simmons. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Rose, and it's Jackson, and at the 3 slot.
And Derrick Rose, the former #1 overall pick in 2008, one of the most athletically gifted point guards the league has ever seen.
First free throw is good. And Rose drops them both. Now here's Levine. From 12 feet out, another one falls for Chicago.
Tell you what, this is a guy who's really improved his mid-range game. I mean, Levine working hard to become an all-around threat.
Outside, Simmons. Rebound by the Bulls. Tice has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Guarded by Jackson. Bazemore on the wing. Clock at 6. All alone. Rose with the rebound. Philadelphia leading by 8. Covington passes to Jackson. Count it.
Boy, he's already got a nice interior game, Kevin, but Jackson, I think, is only going to get better and better.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
Now, here's Bazemore. Shoots over Covington. It's blocked. And here's the fast break. Rose leading the way. There's the triple. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
How about the alertness of Covington? I mean, sensing the separation from the defense and then cashing in on that space that was created.
Bazemore on the wing. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Rose. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Zach LaVine.
Yeah, Rose always been one of the best at getting to the line. The D has to avoid fouling in those situations.
And he makes the first. Rose hits them both.
And this team will make you pay when they get chances at the free throw line. It's helped them pull ahead here today.
Got a piece of it. Covington with the steal. Here's Simmons.
Oh, wow. And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Now, here is Robinson. Offensive rebound. Kick out to Levine. Pass to Tice. Clock at 6. They need this. The Bulls get it back in a new 24. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Down low. Here's Simmons. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Simmons got 28 points for the game.
Oh, I tell you, how about the passion of Simmons? I mean, just sticking with it on the glass.
They get a hand on it. And another turnover here by Chicago.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Covington in the corner. Back to Simmons. Dishes it to Jackson. And here is Simmons. Unloads from 13. Knocked away. Bulls trail by 19. Now Bazemore. Covington with the steal. And there's the pass to Rose. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
The Bulls have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. In the corner, Bazemore with it. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
Kevin, I like what Levine showed there, not getting so locked in to his own offense. Keeps his head up, finds the open man.
Now here's Simmons. Covington in the corner. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Well, you know what, Greg? To me, it looks like they packed it in and just kind of given up.
Here's Tice. Shot clock at 6. Here's Levine. Good on the 13-footer. Levine's got 19 points.
You know, once Levine gets the ball anywhere near the bucket, his score-first mindset takes over.
Outside, Simmons. Shot from 12. And the shot is long. And so Bazemore will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Trailing by 19. Levine can't hit.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
I thought the pass looked good and just came up a skosh short, but I like the initiative and the intention.
Chicago with the ball after the Sixers pick up 2. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Basket counts. Levine's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Yeah, those shots are taken totally in rhythm, high percentage quality shots, and really getting whatever he wants.
And that's just a risky play to make a heave like that. Not worth it.
So both teams making some changes here. Bulls trail by 19. Passes it to Markkanen. No good that time. Great D that time from Favors. Pass to Covington. The 3. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 4th assist in this one. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. And Bazemore kicks to Markkanen. It's Durant on the wing. To the inside. Murray, good.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Booker outside. The dish to Embiid. Basket, good.
And you can see how comfortable Embiid is, feeling like nobody can guard him in the paint. And he's right.
The Bulls shooting in this game, 45%. Bazemore passes to Markkanen. Inside, here's Murray. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
A nice shot by Booker.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
For Chicago, they've gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the 4th. That's about 43%. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him. Markkanen against Favors. Unloads from 13. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Rose up on top. He's covered by Murray. Covington with it. Embiid kicks to Favors. Over Markkanen. Favors can't get it to go. Covington against Durant. Shoots over Covington. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. That's now 22 points for Kevin Durant.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Rose against Markkanen. 5 on the clock. Shoots from 12. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
This has been a rough, turbulent outing for him so far. Fortunately, the rest of his team has bailed him out.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Levine's checked in for Chicago. Then for the 76ers, Jackson comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Ben Simmons in for Derrick Rose. The 76ers leading by 21. Here's Favors. High post, Embiid. Jackson kicks to Simmons. Over Murray. No good from Simmons. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Levine against Booker. Pass to Murray. Now here's Markkanen. Carter at the elbow. Outside for Durant. That's in there. Carter with the assist. 25 points for Kevin Durant.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Simmons against Murray. Simmons dishes to Embiid, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Durant, the pass to Carter. Back to Durant, and Kevin Durant with the slam.
I like seeing Durant slam that one down. I mean, he's just powering it home thanks to that incredible position.
Outside Jackson. We've got 1:48 left in the 4th. To the paint, and stolen by Murray. On the wing, Levine, defended by Booker. They double him with Booker. On the wing, Levine, looking for Markkanen. He gets it there. And the rejection by Favors.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Philadelphia.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And really, they finally got something good to happen against this team. The last 2 games they faced them weren't nearly as productive.
That's right. I mean, they'll now be 1-2 against them this season. They'll face them once more, so they could end up with a split in those 4 games.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ben Simmons.
He did it all tonight, making an impact with more than just his scoring. How about the fact that he got a triple-double?
Now here's Simmons. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. Drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
And, Greg, you know how hard it is to win on the road, but they seem to have this one firmly in control and have been very impressive today.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Markkanen dishes to Murray. Kicks to Carter. Markkanen passes to Murray. Shot clock at 6 from downtown. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist by Murray.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He's got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. There's the pass to Simmons. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, and those illegal screens have really become a point of emphasis for the officials.
And it seems like they've been more than willing to crack down on those. Makes it tough to get as physical as you'd like to out there.
Here's Murray. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Derek, you guys hang your hat on defense. Is this the sort of defensive performance you expect every game?
Yeah, we can. No, they were practice for. We come into practice, play hard, we work hard. And when we come out to the games, they bring a lot of energy.
It's a young team with young legs, and we showed them at the defensive end tonight. Thanks, Derek. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.